Welcome back, everybody. This is an ongoing saga, if you like, part 2. We've now moved in to doing all sorts of other things with this, which started off as a coaxial driver. We're doing other things with it now, and if you'd like to give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to subscribe, please do so. And I'd like to thank those that have expressed good wishes in this. And if you'd like to help me along my way, I've now got a link below. You can buy me a cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever you feel you can afford. Be most appreciative. All the funds will go towards making of these videos. And thank you very much in advance. I make no apologies. I'm not an expert in this in any way, shape or form, but you may glean some insight into how I play about with this. It's just a bit of entertainment. It's a bit of fun. Let's just have a bit of fun with it. We're not getting too serious, but it's a learning curve, and if it helps somebody along the way, all well and good. So I'm using room equalizing software, the wizard, and in front of you can see lots of lines, lots of different sweeps, and we'll go into individual drive units. I've sort of moved away from the coaxial, we've covered that, and I've now moved on to other things, which transpires it ends up sounding quite good. So with that, we'll move straight on to our first section of the video. So what I have now is the Mark Audio Pluvia being used as a tweeter, and I now have the microphone at my listening position. Excuse me, this throat of mine. At the listening position, I've been playing around with the mini disc software. We've got all sorts of gains, -7, -16, -1, a crossover for the 15 inches 250. In actual fact, you could move this backwards and forwards from 100 right up to 500 or 450, and it doesn't bear a great relevance on what I'm trying to do here. And the crossover is now at 1000 for the 12-inch, the coaxial, to try and stop the beaming. And the high frequency is 1000. So the crossover is there. I'm using 12 dB Butterworth, which is what Eminence suggests that you should use. I'm not going to deviate from that. So there's lots of stuff going on. As you can see, I've tweak with a parametric equalization, and this is what we've ended up with after about a morning. It took me a morning to do this. So that looks like a sack of rubbish, but if we smooth it out, each one of these divisions is 5 dB, a bit of a hump at 50, you always get that. I don't know whether there is a way of getting rid of that, but from listenable, so let's say from 40 Hertz right the way through, it's near as damn it flat within a couple of dB. Within 2 dB right the way across to 20k, and it is very listenable. This is very pleasant to listen to. I could actually give that a little boost up, so I'm at -7. I'm going to actually give it -5, and we'll see what happens there. That should push this up. This might push up a bit too far. yeah, too much. Let's bring this down to -6. When you get to this stage, minute adjustments make a big difference. When you get this running level and flat, and you'll see this little tiny adjustments. Can I hear it? Not really. The overall and you can see that one is come down a bit. So let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. Is that one better? I think it is, yeah. So we're within 2 dB right the way across at just under 80 dB of sound pressure level. It's pretty pleasant to listen to this. Right the way, I mean, this can carry on, according to Mark Audio with the Pluvia 7, this carries on to about 40k, not that we can hear it. And the question is, I know for a fact that my hearing drops like a stone when we get to about I think it's 14-15k. I can't hear anything at higher frequencies after 15k. Does this actually matter? Probably not. With my experimentations in the previous video with the coaxial driver and the compression driver used as a coaxial setup, it drops away 12k. It just boom, this big hump. In actual fact, you can't really hear it. Sorry about that, Amazon driver delivery. So I can't hear anything past 15k. Does it really matter? I don't know. You may well wish to make some comments, but I'm very pleased with that. It sounds lovely. It's very impressive. And a word of note on the going back to the coaxial, because this series of videos is all about the coaxial and the compression driver. The compression driver from new is almost unlistenable. It's so coarse and harsh. But after a week, I run it 24/7, took advice, and after about a week it smoothed out considerably, and ended up as a very listenable setup with the 15-inch, the 12-inch coaxial and the compression driver. And you can mix and match compression drivers from different manufacturers, but you have to cross it at 1,000. And many of the compression drivers, they advise not to go down to that low, especially if you're turning the wick up and you're giving it some power. So that's a little run through. It's been a bit boring, I do apologise, but it might give some people some insight how to do it by the long way round, if you like. And this is the final verdict using the Mark Audio Pluvia 7. It's pretty flat all the way across, within a dB, probably less than a dB, right the way across the range at 80 dB. Absolutely flat. Took a bit of doing, but you can achieve it. So for this video, I'll call that cut, and thank everybody for their comments in previous videos. And if you'd like to give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, thank you very much. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, I'll repeat this, the funds would go towards additional material with these videos. There's loads to do, so many thanks to everybody. Keep well, keep safe. This is Laverda, the implementer. See you in the next video, and make it fun. Love listening to your music.